If you're familiar with me, you may know me as someone who is a little more reserved, a little more quiet, but I just be chilling, honestly. Like, but if I know you, and if you know me, we can chop it up. Like, we really get into it, and that's why I'm bringing you out here today on my podcast, Close Friends with Q, where you guys can get to know a little bit more from, well, you can hear a little bit more from me, and you can meet all of my amazing friends because I've been told three many times that I got all the friends, and I just wanted to introduce y'all to some of them, or most of them. We'll see. We gonna see who I let y'all get like who I let you guys meet. I've been drinking, so we're just we're just gonna ignore that and embrace my friend Roni. Welcome to the show. This is my first guest on the show. This is my homegirl. We've been locked in for about a year plus now, but it feels like a lot longer, and we're gonna get into that today.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm okay. I like this. I'm cool. I'm calm. I feel like I'm comfortable. I'm really like excited to see what Close Friends with Q is gonna bring to the community because I feel like you kind of hit it on the nail when you said that some people know you, some people don't know you. I feel like that you give the world what you want to give them. So I think that this is like gonna be very intimate, very cool, very like, what's the smoke? You got some spicy friends.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Look, I be wondering how I made these friends when I'm so chill and reserved. But listen, good vibes, magic good vibes. So
Birds of a feather flock together. I'm just
I can
gonna
be
say.
spicy at times. It's very rare though. I'm very reserved.
You
very
are
chill.
the very like calm friend, but then you have. I feel like Q is like your professional self. Quincy turns up.
I would say it's the other way around.
Really?
Yeah, I think Quincy is the professional. Like, that's the one that the job sees, the education sees.
Okay.
Like, but Q is like that's. I feel like that's what people know me by on Instagram. So when they see me, Q.
Okay.
And I feel like Q gonna he gonna do his one.
Okay. Period.
But hey, I'll take our perspectives. But we kind of got into how long we've known each other. Is there anything you want to let people know a little bit about you?
So, well, I can say how we met. All right. So I've been new. I think we've been new about each other.
Yeah.
Because of friends. And then, like, every time I was supposed to come hang out, I think that I was in a relationship.
Boo. Tomatoes.
Tomatoes. And I think that I was just more so just, like, kind of feeling that vibes or whatever.
Because I met you with your ex at the time. So,
you did.
Yeah. Yeah. When I met her, so I didn't know. So I met her sister first. So that's how we became friends. And I met her sister through my friends from high school. So, and these is my girls now. These are like my play cousins and more. And more. But so when I met her, I was like, who is this girl? Like you were Elvis for Halloween?
I was a female Elvis.
But yeah, it was like, when you hear that, you're like, Elvis, what the hell? But no, she looked the fuck good. She was fly. Like, the body was body, and everything was T. And the personality, like, that's when I first met you. And I was like, who is this girl? Like, I'm feeling her. Like, I was taking pictures at her sister's birthday party. Her sister's birthday is around Halloween, so it was a Halloween party. That's why my girl was dressed as Elvis, fly Elvis.
I think we probably should have started off with that. Like,
yeah, it was a Halloween party.
She was Elvis.
But I was taking pictures. I was like, this bitch is fly. Like, and she was like, oh my gosh, this is Quincy. I was supposed to meet you. And I was like, girl, what was you supposed to meet me? But yeah, I'll let you tell your side of.
Yeah, no. So it was like a few times where our mutual friends and my little sister was with you. And then I was like in a relationship, so I'm just kind of like, and I think you're kind of a person where you're very vocal about being comfortable in your atmosphere. And I was like, okay, well, this is like an all kind of girls thing. And it was times where I was like with my dudes. So I'm
was
like,
it my birthday?
It was your birthday.
Oh, we were been friends way back then. So we
June.
met in October, and we would have met way in June.
Yep, but I was like, I don't know if you're gonna feel comfortable, because just being very respectful of you or such. So then, so for my sister's birthday, she had already told me, she's like, okay, Quincy, he's gonna be doing the pictures and blah blah. I'm okay, cool. So you showed up, I'm like, oh my god, he's just like so laid back and cool. I didn't really expect, so not to say that you had like, I would have had like a thought of how, I think that how everybody kind of described you was like being kind of laid back and just like being kind of cool. You can hang with the homegirls, you can hang with the homeboys. But when I seen like this dude was like really, really cool. So I think that how we kind of started talking was, I was telling you to take pictures of my ex that I was with at the time. And I had dressed him up like the weekend.
You did your one because
I did the makeup. I did the costume like from I think it was the After Dark. So it was like him in the red suit
with the
jacket.
blood and the bandages. You did your one.
I did all of that because So I think we was talking about that. He was like, "Oh wow, you did a good job. Did you do it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, take a lot of pictures of him," because I was like on that, like And then after that, I think we kind of stayed in contact on Instagram because you texted me the pictures, and then we started following each other on Instagram, and we kind of like stayed in touch. And then the second time we met up was Tiara's birthday,
St. Patrick's Day. Look,
St.
from holiday to
Patrick's
holiday.
Day.
Oh my gosh.
And then we were recording, and I'm like, we look like, you like my brother. Like, we look alike. Like, we just vibe. And I think, like, after that day, like, I think that I had, like, realized, I'm like, he is so genuine. It's a bunch of women there. You, like, made sure we were all comfortable. You were like, hey, you want another drink? I'm like, sure. Come to the bar. I think we was like buying each other drinks.
I think we were, because we were on the same page. Like, we trying to get active. Like, so we were at, I forgot the name of the bar at the moment. But
Me too. I think it's in Royal.
Yeah, we were in Royal Oak at the bar, and it was St. Patrick's Day, so it was kind of slow at first. So it was like, okay, like, we ready to turn it up. And it was our friend's birthday, so we like, let's go to the bar, let's get drinks. Let me tell you what I remember from that day. So, end of the night, I don't know, were we in your car at the end of the night or Deaja's car?
I think we were in my car.
Okay. He was in her car.
We didn't start there.
No.
We drove separate.
The end of the night. I think you was taking us to our car.
Okay.
So, we in the car. I love her so much. So,
I don't know what you're about to say.
We're just getting to know each other. That was our first time really kicking it and hanging out. She telling Deaja in the front seat, I'm in the back seat drunk. She telling her in the front seat, I just love Quincy and I just want to make sure he's good and then nobody ever takes advantage of him and this and that and I just love him so much. And I was just like, girl. I just met you. But at the same time, I was also drunk and I was just like, oh, she loved me for real. And ever since then, I swear, I feel like we've been like this.
Oh, I didn't know.
Ever since then, yes. She went on a whole spiel and a whole rant. I'm just like, girl, you.
Out of everybody in the car.
Because it was all three of us. No, it was you and Deaja.
Oh, because Deaja was like, don't try to steal my friend.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she was not playing.
Because me and her were like this. Like, that's still my girl, but me and her was like this. So, yeah, girl, you said, nope. And that's been a recurring subject ever since. Because whose birthday was that when we all had our little thing? Whose birthday was that? That was your birthday. When we was in your kitchen and y'all was arguing. We was all fighting over each other.
We was fighting over each other. Yep.
Yeah,
well, that was a year. Well, actually, you know what? You're thinking the only year. Ranika was 30. She's about to be 32.
So what? So it's been...
So, yeah, it's going on.
Almost 2 years?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. We gotta get our dates together.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it is. Yeah, no, I do definitely remember that. And then I think we did Tiara's house party and you were freestyling.
Oh yeah, Tiara's birthday. So yeah, that was a year from then.
Mhm.
So Tiara's birthday once again. We did our big one, and yeah.
Yep.
So is that one? So speaking of that, I feel like we just gave some crazy memories of each other. Do you have any other memories that just like you will never ever forget between us?
I think our random, like, long nights we will do. Like, if we both go through something, it might be a little toxic, but we'd be like, oh, I need a drink. Like, where are you? I'm about to pull up.
Okay.
And then we gonna find a group of people and just keep hanging until we can't hang no more.
Yeah, because the night Kelly, yeah, we were out hanging.
Yes. And I think it wasn't even just with her.
That's when we was bar hopping.
Yeah, we even did it recently with my girl and Mary. we
love a drink. When it comes to a drink and a good time, yeah.
Yep.
That's my girl for life.
Yep, we forgot about your birthday. It's a bunch of memories.
Yeah.
I think we can go on and on about that, but
honestly,
maybe we might do an episode part 2.
That'd be fun, like a little memory lane. Look, that'll be a Patreon episode because y'all don't need to know all of the tea. I can get a taste of it. So yeah, we will get into that.
Spicy.
So let's get into the topic of the day. So I don't have like a segment name for it, but we're just gonna get into the topic of the day, which is dating. But before we get into that, let's toast to the first episode.
Yes.
We're not sponsored by anybody, so we're just gonna drink. We're not gonna shout out any wine companies.
Period.
Hey friends, we didn't talk about it during the episode, but I want to shout out Roni's photo booth business, Forever Media Group. You can book with her for any occasion through her Instagram, which will be linked in the description below. Okay, well, the topic of today is dating. You ready for the smoke, first of all? Mm-hmm. Huh? The questions that I have concerning dating are some of them are maybe a little bit deep. If you don't want to answer something, just take a sip of your wine and then we gonna move on. Or you can tell me, hold on, let me take a sip so I can answer it. And then
because I might just be sipping in between.
Okay, that's fine. But if it's anything that you're uncomfortable with that you do not want to talk about, I completely understand and we will move on. Or you can talk about it and we can put it on Patreon and make them pay for it. Wow.
Yeah, because you know these topics can get a little, you know.
You ready for this one?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, great. What has been your best and worst dates? We'll start wherever you want to start.
Okay. Well, being that I am usually not the single friend, think about that.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so I'm usually not the single friend. I'm usually like always in a relationship.
Oh, if I can stop you real quick.
Yeah.
What's your longest relationship been?
4.5 years. The most toxic.
Oh damn.
But the best.
The whole I was about to say the whole 4 years? Oh damn. Okay, we'll move on. I don't know.
He probably knows who he is though, for sure.
He knows?
He would know.
Okay. Well yeah. Yeah, fuck him. Anyway.
She was the best relationship.
But yeah, your best and worst date experiences. Let's get into it.
Okay, so dating, right? Okay. Yeah. So I would probably say like now because I feel like the dating scene has changed like dramatically. Before I would kind of date in between relationships, but now that it's been like quite a bit of time since I've been single, I feel like I've been able to see like the good and bad of dating. I think that now people don't really understand like what the definition of dating is. So going into dating someone, it's like you have to kind of discuss that with that person. Like, okay, what do you consider dating? What do you consider talking? What do you consider serious? Because some guys will literally be first 2 dates like you mine.
Yeah, like I feel like people don't discuss we're in a relationship now. It's just like it's unexplained. Like we've been dating, we've been doing everything else, and we together. And then people feelings. Well, since it's not discussed, people in their mind, they already, so like, they locked in that y'all together.
Mm-hmm.
So when you, in your mind, you're thinking we're single, they're thinking y'all together.
And it could be
Shit go
vice.
left.
It could be vice versa. Excuse me, but I think that to your point, some people like you have to define it.
Yes.
When you're dating, because I messed up in the beginning by being like, okay, I want to be single,
Which is bad.
but I give off relationship. That's mine. This is one in a million. Like, how can she like be single? I get that like all the time. And me being a lover girl, I in the beginning I would like attract to those guys that was giving me all that attention, but they just was not ready to really date.
Yeah.
So I would say like my best date would probably be what it was. Should I say was or would it be?
Yeah. Well,
Okay. So what it was, and then I'm just gonna tell you, it was a trick. That person tricked me because it was like the date was good.
Where did he take you? Where did y'all go? What did y'all
Really,
do?
like nothing real. Like nothing real. So the date was like I literally wore Ugg boots, jogging suit. My hair wasn't even done. Like my hair was like washed from the hair salon, blow dried, put in a ponytail with a headband on, and I had like a jogging suit and some Ugg boots.
Well,
Right?
Like, I want to know. Get into the actual date. Let's see. So
So
she
he
set the
pulled
scene
up.
for y'all, which she was given.
He pulled up. Okay, put up a nice little car. This is back when I lived at the off the water, and you had to like put your name through whatever. So like he pulled up. He couldn't really find where I was at. So I'm okay, cool, because I didn't give the exact address.
Okay.
So he's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, oh, we can get something to drink. And he's like, all right, well, I don't really drink like that, but I'll get something to drink. So we get something to drink. And then he's like, where do you want to go? So I'm like, I'm not dressed, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So he was a little younger, so he was just kind of like, oh, like, we can just ride and like have a drink. I'm like, okay, cool, like that's all right. So I got hungry, so we was riding. I got hungry, and we went to Harbor House downtown. And I normally do not go on dates looking just like I'm about to go walk the dog.
Because she won't even hang out with us if her hair not done or nothing. She'd be like, oh, my hair not done, or I'm not going out.
No, I won't.
Which is rare because my girl, she gets it together.
I try. I mean, you do too.
Thank you.
I ain't gonna get on you in your 2-bar version. We'll get to that a little later. Okay. But yeah, so I think that was like a good date because like I was able to be like very comfortable. I feel like it was like natural. And like we really vibed, like, and I was like, oh my god, like that was just like the best. But I can honestly say, like, I feel like that good date outweighed all the bad dates after that I've had with other people, because I feel like the bad dates was just all kind of the same, like no consistency, like guys saying they want to hang out, but then like they don't hit you up for a day or so and expect you to still be ready for that day. So I think that, yeah. I
love that because I literally expected you to say something like, y'all went to some, like he spent hella bread, y'all went to some crazy restaurant. I feel like it was like just the effort and the time and attention and like he just made you feel comfortable. It made it just made it what it was. So I love that.
Yeah, it definitely did.
And I'm the type of person, my love language is like, is it personal time or
yeah,
what is it? Yeah. So
yeah.
I just like being in somebody's presence.
Yeah, quality
like,
time.
Quality time. Yeah, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like that because it just sounded like y'all were just hanging out and it was just like a good time, real spontaneous, like real chill. So I love that.
But he tricked me. That was like the only time. It was like vibing. Like after that, it was just like so comfortable. And I think that that's what happens when you're in that talking phase and you go into like dating. We were talking for a minute and we went into the dating part. And I think that once he felt like he like got a W from that date, it was like comfortable. It was like tomato.
Boring, yeah. We don't like that. We need somebody that's gonna stimulate us and keep us like keep our attention.
Yeah, why not? I like to live.
Okay.
Let
We
me
don't like
limit.
being bored. We like to have fun. So if you're not bringing
Always.
the fun and like good energy and keeping the vibes going, then you gotta go immediately. So you kind of touched on some of the things that, some more of the things that I was going to ask you, but
Okay.
when it comes to planning the day or choosing what you guys do or where you go, is it something that you would prefer that the guy does, or is it like something both of you can do, or you prefer to do? How do you feel about that?
I am a planner.
Hmm.
You know this.
To a T, yes.
Like, you know this.
Hmm.
I am a planner, but I know that when it comes with dating, you have to compromise.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
You should anyway.
yes. So I feel that I will express it, or I would kind of discuss it amongst that person
Hmm.
of what I would like at that time. Because I'm gonna be honest, the older you get, the more you change. Like, you kind of look at like what is something that you need or want or desire, opposed to like something you just, okay, this is just a quick little thing that I might like or dislike. So for me, it is kind of like I feel the person out. So you have some guys, and I would say this, no offense to my YNs.
Hey, they out here now. I feel like that's another topic
I'm
that
just joking, but
everybody been talking about.
but the guys that are like in their mid 30s,
Hmm.
they like to plan.
Okay.
They like to just sing you flowers, sing you black cars. And I think the younger generation is kind of like, what you gonna do for me? Like, let me see what you
Ooh.
got. Like, I'll meet you. Like, when I went on a date with a guy that was younger than me, not as young as the other guy,
Hmm.
but he was just like, I'm not driving. Like, are you gonna meet me? And I was
The
like,
prize. Like they think they're the prize, which they can be, but like the
in
woman is
another
gonna.
way.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, you gotta
exactly.
be traditional at some point,
Mhm.
right? Let's just be traditional in the beginning. Because, you know, for me, and this may be something people don't know about me, is that, and my friends will look at me like, oh, girl, like, you have guys that like to, you know, give you luxury things and, you know, take you to different places. But I match that energy.
She does.
I match it. So I want to receive what I give at the end of the day.
That makes a lot of sense, and that kind of goes into my next question. So,
Okay, I'm liking here.
when guys when they start dating you and they like get to know you and they find out that you're the type of person that can match energy and that you have your own and that you are successful on your own and you kind of don't need them but you want them, I guess. How do they feel? Like, are they intimidated? And you also have like a type A personality. So are they intimidated by like your personality A and then your success B? Or have they been?
That is a loaded question. Okay. So I do feel that I have type A personality. I also feel like that I have a dominant personality.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I couldn't think of that. Yeah,
So-
dominant for sure.
I would say my dominance is more so of like a survival thing, like not a like if I get a man, I want to control a man, because I'm very traditional. I feel like the man should be provider and in the lead of the household, but I just have a dominant personality because of my childhood and how I grew up, and I had to be that person. So I feel that because I am type A and I'm dominant, that it's a little bit more difficult with dating guys that have never dealt with a dominant or a type A woman. They're more so of men because of and I would say that I usually attract the same type of career men,
Mm-hmm.
which are either like entrepreneur or like blue collar. So I got like that really hard working man, and I got the man that's like an entrepreneur. He can do whatever, travel whenever he wants, and they're pretty much used to taking care of women. So that goes into your second part of the question of when men find out my career and that are they intimidated by my success?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That sucks. I feel like they should appreciate that and like want to match that energy and like, okay, well, if you want to keep doing this, you can, but I'm gonna still take care of you. Like they should appreciate your hustle and not see that you just pick me, give me, lazy. Like that's not attractive.
I agree 100%. And I don't think that they've ever been able to give me like a clear answer to like why they feel intimidated. Because when I tell you, like, I am a woman that I feel that a man should be that provider and that supporter 100%. We can get into a conversation about 50-50. It kind of just depends. But I feel like, you know, generally the man do make more in certain instances unless he's trying to get his career up and going, but, you know, or still in school. But generally the men do make more money because you got to find a man that has a 9 to 5 but also knows how to do a hustle. And that's normally the guys I usually attract. They have a 9 to 5 but they also hustle, which could be like being an entrepreneur or just having something on the side. And they would generally make more. I just feel like that I am more financially literate. So when they find out like, oh, you have this, you're saving this, like you dress nice, you do these things, but like you're conscious of your money and stuff like that. And they know that they're the type that'll go to a club and like spend $1,000 and like whatever, and they be looking at me like, and we kind of butt heads when it comes to that because I like a good time, but I'm not gonna let no friend. Yeah, I'm not gonna let no friends and no guy date like spend their last on like having a good time because good times come, but I prepare for my good times. So I think
spend their last on a good time, and you're like, yeah, that would turn me off. Like,
yeah, it's like, and we know it because like we can get to know each other when you're dating somebody. Like, you know, you get to know them, so you know what they got going on and all of that. So I think that they become intimidated by that. My financial, you know, when I'm versed in that and I'm knowledgeable about that. And then also with my career, and they figure out what I do for a living, and then they're like, oh, and they figure out my education background, and it's like, oh, because again, I do attract a certain type of man. They usually have a trade or a business so where like they don't need education, so they would use my education for like I'm supposed to know everything. And really, I want to be one of those women to where I'm calling my man about everything.
Yeah. But you feel like it's the opposite and he's calling you like, hey, how do I?
Majority of the time.
And you're like, oh, I don't want to have to raise a man. Like, I want to help my man, but every time? Like, help me. Baby, can you help me?
Exactly. So it kind of just, you know, it pulls me back into that. So yeah, I do feel that a lot of men that I date is intimidated by me. They may not admit it, and they might be looking at this like, no, I'm not.
But you peep.
Oh yeah, because it also comes with competition.
Oh yeah. Listen, you gave me a lot, and I got 2 questions that I wanted to pull out of that.
Okay.
And I feel like they kind of go with each other. So do you feel like you have a type? You know what? We're gonna circle back to that. So one of our
I don't even know how to answer that.
Yeah, so we're gonna circle back to that because I feel like it's spicy because we already kind of discussed. We already got into kind of where her type is. But we yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna circle back. I actually have I'm gonna ask the other question.
Okay.
So we discussed like them finding out about your career and how successful you are. When do you feel is the time to disclose certain things when dating someone? So say you've been talking to them for a while. There are a lot of things that can be disclosed that people wouldn't be as comfortable to disclose, like when you first meet them. So I'll just use some examples. So I don't know, I feel like people should not be ashamed to disclose that they have kids, but I feel like people hide kids. Not that this is a bad thing, but being trans or a health issue, because someone could be direly ill or have an STD.
Or are they sexual orientation?
Yeah, sexual orientation. So when do you feel is a great time to disclose all of that information when speaking to someone, when talking to someone?
First date.
First date, just get it out the way.
First date.
So where I see it is, I feel like you just getting to know them. I feel like that first date, you should feel everything out and see who they are first, because some stuff is like a little more difficult to disclose than other things. I feel like maybe second date.
I only say first date because the older you get when you date, you want to kind of just know up front.
Yeah.
I don't want to we have these conversations and then
You get
keep
attached.
Yeah, because I
bit.
mean, this is 2025. We had the first conversation is probably 4 hours long.
That's true.
So you're already kind of getting each other. So when you're on that first date, it's kind of like, let me know what it is right now,
Mm-hmm.
like what you're into, what you like, what are your intentions? I feel like.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. So
I know why you're laughing.
No, I'm laughing at that, and so I just want to share. I've never been on a date before. I have been on a date, but it was. I'm gonna blur that out. That's for Patreon only. But yeah, I've never been on a date, so I don't know the rules. Yeah, we just kind of discussed it. I never really been on a date. So yeah, I don't know.
That was a date, friend.
All of it.
That just wasn't a date.
It does not count.
Okay.
But
Yeah. So you said the type.
What happened to you said
Oh.
that first date, disclose it immediately.
Okay, yeah, disclose it immediately. I need to know. Like, we already been talking on the phone. We already been texting every morning before that date. Good morning, how are you? How you feel? How's your... It's like the same. Like, sometimes I just look at it and don't even respond.
Because you're just like, okay.
And then some guys be like, oh, I texted you. I'm like, did you?
You're funny. Not you didn't respond. You said, okay.
I'm tired of telling you how I slept last night. Like,
Yeah. It's
it just gets...
Good morning, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, what next? What you doing?
Yeah.
What's next? Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, so I think you should disclose that because people's feelings get involved,
Mm-hmm.
and how we're kind of set up now is like everybody is just kind of in a rush.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't say it's like in a bad way. I would just say that it's just we have social media and we think that we know a lot about that person and you really don't.
That's
Especially
true.
if you met them on social media.
And then if you see what they're doing every day, it's like
Yeah.
you getting to know them without getting to know them. So you thinking, no.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
I think
agree
that's why you should.
First date, get it out the way. Rip the Band-Aid off.
Let me know.
How about your 5 kids? The STD is crazy though.
And your boyfriend crashing out.
He lying to me and I'm lying to him. Guess we both ain't shit. Wow. But no.
Megan wasn't lying.
Yeah, at all. And y'all both probably got an STD.
Yep.
Moving on.
Over there burning.
Okay, so for this segment of the show, we are going to play the whiteboard game. So we're going to play a game with a whiteboard. We don't have a name for it yet, but it is basically the first thing that comes to mind when I bring up blah, 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 whatever the thing is at the time. So we're going to let our guest Roni go first. Yeah, we're going to spice it up. We're going to get into the smoke.
What is the first thing that come to mind when you think about who took you on your cheapest date? Oh, and we're gonna do initials because I want to get messy, but I don't.
I told y'all niggas, I technically ain't been on a date, but I'm gonna play along. Go
It's
ahead.
a tie.
Huh?
It's a tie between two people. Yes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about put them both down.
Okay.
Put it on the floor then.
All right.
You ready?
Yes.
Yeah, you the one that wanted to get into smoke. If you guys can see, I have a question mark and she has J and M, cheapos, brokey. I don't remember who that man. Sorry to this man. I don't remember his name. It was a one and done. It was not a date, in my opinion. J and M, can you Last name, please. How many initials? I mean, how many letters? Alright, each
One
name.
of them was a relationship, and the
Okay.
other one was somebody I never talked to after that.
One and done.
Yeah.
Brokey. Okay, well, moving on. So we're gonna get to mine. I think I didn't really get into the topic. Since we're on the topic of cheat, what is a cheat? That might answer the question that she just asked. What is a cheap date spot to you?
They gonna be like, where this girl be going? And what these kind of guys she be dating?
But I feel like it was one of the. It's one of the people that was on the. Yeah.
It is.
Okay. So
yeah.
here's the reveal. I said McDonald's is a cheap date spot. I didn't go there because I told her I didn't go on a date. But let's get into it. Our guest said, Mama's Basement. Woo! Bing, bing, bing. And no bottle service in there. So get into it. Do you want to like elaborate on how that went in his mama's basement? Y'all had to be in high school, right?
No.
This was recent?
This was out of college.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't even know he lived with his mom.
Mm-hmm.
He told me he had his own.
Okay, but
Yeah, he told me he had his own place. He lived in his mom was mean as hell. He lived in her basement, and we were supposed to go out, but he was waiting on her to bring the car back because they shared cars. I never knew.
well,
It was a Jag. It was a nice little Jag, but it was Mama's Jag.
But it was his.
It was Mama's Jag, and I met him in that car.
And he told you he had his own place.
In his own car, and then I had to find out when we went to his mom's house, waiting in the basement for her to bring back her car, for him to take me on a date.
As soon as he walked y'all down them steps to the basement,
Run.
and I gotta go. Don't even it ain't no lies that need to be made up.
Yeah.
Just know at this big age, it's time to go.
Don't go in the basement, girl. Even if you got a Jag. Oh, it's my turn. Okay, my question is, when it comes to mine, like, what would you consider the most expensive date when it comes to mine? Like, what do you think of? If you were like, hey, if a guy asked you that question, where would you tell him to take you?
I'm a little delusional, so this is my answer. Here you go.
Okay, that ain't bad, because I've been on
Oh,
that.
I feel like we on the
I don't
same.
think that's bad.
We on the same.
Yeah.
thing. So I said all expense paid trip. Put me on an island. What did Drake say?
Maldives?
Trying to put you on the island. Getting go no. What did he say?
Yeah. Paris, France.
All expense paid trip.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I need to see.
Cheers to.
Need to see what those West Africans looking like out there.
Yeah, I want to be on a boat. I want to be on a boat and an island on the beach.
Yeah, I think that's like where else is to go?
Yeah.
You know? Okay,
So-
I think you got the next question.
You said most expensive date, and I said, what is your ideal first date? So,
Oh.
the first, yeah. Where would you want me to take you? I don't have a specific place, but I know what I want the first date to give. So, yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Boom. I said, wait. You said somewhere off the water. I said
Yeah.
somewhere fun. See, we weren't specific, but we just know, yeah.
We were thinking.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we were thinking. I just want to go somewhere off the water. Like it don't even have to be expensive.
You like the vibes and the views
Yeah, you don't have to rent the boat the first time, but
the second time.
maybe we can see the boats after.
Yeah. Okay, we looking at the boat, first date. Let's get on at the second date.
Yeah.
I like that.
But what is somewhere fun though? What is fun to you?
Somewhere fun, like I want to do an activity. So I feel like the movies is a terrible first date because I love watching a movie. Shut up. Get out of my
Oh, friend.
Like, don't talk to me.
I
We're
just
in
went
a
on a
movie.
date. He said I talk too much.
Yeah, shut up. He wanted to watch the movie, so I feel like that's a terrible first date because you can't like interact with the person. Like, take me to an arcade with a bar, of course. So like,
Okay.
take me somewhere where we can be active, where we can be competitive, where I can talk a little shit, And like we get to know each other, we go to the bar, we can get food after. Like I want to have fun. Like
Okay.
we can do rock climbing. I just want to be active and have fun and just get comfortable and do my one. So yeah.
Okay.
Nothing boring. No dinner. I don't want to sit across from you and eat.
And then I'm like full and shit.
Yeah,
You can't
it's
do
like I don't
nothing.
want to eat for real because I'm
Yeah.
trying to get to know you. I can't do
Mhm.
my big one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
And
wanna
order
have
all
fun.
the. What you order?
Yeah, like I don't want to go through all of that because I just want to get active. I want to show my little shape off. You know?
Oh, okay.
I wanna talk a little
liking
shit.
that.
Yeah.
I'm really building a profile for you.
Ooh. My friends. So as you will probably see throughout every episode, they be trying to set me up.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to nobody right now. This is the first time in a long time that I haven't liked anyone, and I'm trying to stay that way because life been up, you know, and I'm trying to stay that way.
Well, he can't help that we want to see him with a companion.
But no.
Why would you go there? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna build him a profile and find him a nice little date.
We'll see it. I'll keep y'all updated.
What is gonna
as
come
we
to
go.
my next question? Because I feel like
Is the whiteboard question or is this?
there's my last question, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I want to know.
I want to know. I really want to know that.
Profile. Who would you like to go on a date with?
That's a great question.
It could be a celebrity. It could be somebody we don't know. It could be somebody we do know. Oh, no, my alarm going off.
This guest will never return. So unprofessional. No. That's a great question. Here, I feel like you might have an answer before I do. No. Look, now she's scared of your own smoke. Get into it, because I think
How about put his name?
it's a celebrity or it's a real person.
Depending on who the audience is.
Woo! Oh, his baby mama not want to know I'm playing. I don't know.
I don't think he have any kids.
Oh, that's even better. Damn. It is somebody that I want to go on a date with. Because we just hung out.
Oh, wait.
I can't even write it because it's very messy, actually.
I don't want to see yours until you flip it. Because I want to know because I'm making this dating profile for you.
So we can flip ours. I'm gonna just say mine is based off of personality and it's just a delusional a fan thing because this is a celebrity. I'm gonna just say that it's based off personality. That ain't even my physical type. So if you're making this profile, go watch that cooking show episode. But mine is Skittle Baby. Who was that? Who the fuck is that?
You'll have to look him up.
I was a football player. I love an athlete. But I feel like
Let me turn it off now.
I feel like Skilla is fun.
Yeah.
Based off the personality that I've seen.
He's young. This one's young too. This was younger than Skilla Baby.
I like younger.
And you know Skilla Baby's a Libra.
You're a Libra too.
Yeah. I don't even know this guy's star. I have to look him up. He's pretty young.
Who you play for? We'll discuss it later because I want to know who it is. I want to see what he look like. But yeah, just based off personality, that's not my physical type that I would go for. I saw Skilla Baby in person though. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
Not what I wanted. It was an event and I saw him there.
There you go. Because you know how people go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna.
We ain't none of that. We ain't none of them people.
It's not gonna be in the episode.
Well, I never saw this person.
You're going to.
But I feel like I can.
You can. You will.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So.
We're gonna get on to you. The final question for the game is, what is your hot spot? Woo!
I don't know if this has to be. This is Patreon or no?
It can be.
You can just blur mine out.
And if you want the answer to this last question, you would have to subscribe to the Patreon, which will be expensive because we don't want to expose too much, babes. You gotta spend to get.
No.
You gotta give to get. Damn, what lyric is that?
You've really been on your lyrics as shit.
I
I can't think of stuff that quick.
If you know me, my friends don't even catch it, but I will quote like a viral video, a lyric, a meme all the time. I don't know if y'all peeped earlier. I quoted Boots from Flavor of Love. Like, I want to know that. I really want to know that.
No.
You didn't peep it
I
earlier.
didn't.
I quote shit all the time, and literally nobody catch it, but I be making myself laugh.
So why is it like a TikTok when it's like, if your friends don't catch on, like...
Then that's your friend. I just put it down to y'all don't be paying attention to the shit that I be paying attention to, so I don't be care.
You gotta be like, friend, what did this come off of? And you gotta say it, and they're gonna think.
It just be the moment, because you said something, you was like, I want to know, and I said, I want to know that, I really want to know that, because you said you wanted to know who my celebrity crush was, but
Okay.
What's your hot spot? So,
Yeah, thank you. I am just so excited because this is like something that's gonna keep going and keep going and keep going, because one thing with you and your friends, well, us, his friends, is that we're always gonna keep his life going. Like, because he's just a good, all around great person, genuine person, loving person, very thoughtful person. So I think that every relationship that you have is gonna continue to flourish. You're gonna continue to flourish, and I just can't wait to see what everybody else gotta say.
That part, especially that part. I can't wait to get into the comments and the commentary and pull these clips from the viral moments that we definitely had tonight. But I just thank you for agreeing to come on as my first guest, and just beyond that, just being the supportive friend that you have been. And I feel like the short time that we've known each other, like, you've always been supportive. You've always been like my ride or die, like protecting me and making sure I'm good, and like on my head about every little thing, and just making sure my T's is crossed and I's is dotted, and ooh, she's drunk. The I's is I's is dotted.
First of all, I was like, I started questioning if that was the right way to say it.
Definitely not. I'm glad I caught it. But yeah,
I love it.
You can see what the wine is, so you see what type of time we're on. But I'm just thankful for you, and I love you so much, and you just know how I feel about you.
I love you.
I love you so much. Thank you for coming on. Cheers to the first episode. Thank you to you guys for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we did. And I hope you come back, because we got plenty of more guests to go. And Roni's gonna be back on the show, because I want her and her sister to do an episode together. So just stay tuned. Cheers. Close friends with Q.
Bye.